Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of That Thing You Watch. I'm that guy you listen to with the cast that plays. All right, no, I'm kidding. I'm John. I'm here with Dave, Josiah, JS, Celeste, Amanda, and Squid, as usual.
Here we are.
I'm so glad you're excited.
You know, this is one of those sessions I'm coming in. I didn't know how to prep for it because I don't know what you guys are wanting to do. So
Win.
I'm like,
So it's a normal session.
Oh, shopping.
dude, really? All right. Anyway, so with that said, and the quickest intro ever, who's doing the Patreon stuff tonight?
I can.
I can. I mean,
That was my nose goes. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Give us money.
Good podcast listening is my charades.
So for as little as $1 a month, you can support us and be here live with us and listen to all the shenanigans and even see Squid's nose goes and JS's sign language. I have no idea what you just tried to say.
Oh, that was just one finger. That was
No.
More than
there was a couple
one.
of them.
That's right. Yeah.
So
no, he was just talking in stereo.
Go check it out on Go check it out on patreon.com. I don't have the brain power for y'all tonight.
It's gonna be a good one.
Patreon.com/playing games with strangers.
Yeah, merch updates.
So, those of you that are watching live will see that I'm wearing a new Playing Games with Strangers abbreviated design. And we will be dropping a link for this very, very soon. Go pick it up. It's just kind of a limited run as we kind of test some other vendors and, see what you guys like. Eventually, pre-order merch will be a thing. But until then.
Speaking of limited runs, nothing definitive yet, but we are talking about a limited run shirt design to commemorate the end of Campaign 1 that will only be available for a short period of time.
Available only to those of you who love us the most.
Which means
or
the ones
who are
pay
the
us?
Yes. That's how I gauge love.
Who are the
Money.
quickest to buy them, because we will not have them up forever. So, that said, anybody got anything they're trying to shill before we go into the Muzak?
Anybody got any peanuts?
I said shill,
Got
not
any
shell.
Peanuts?
Oh, never mind.
All right, with that being said, Josiah.
Yes. If you're ready for a time of wonder and excitement, we're here for that. Play the theme song. I don't know.
4, 3, 2, 1. Playing games with strangers. You know there's no danger. So come on in. We're all friends. Playing games with strangers. I'm playing games with strangers. Play. I'm playing games with strangers.
Boy, have I got some interesting notes for you guys today. We walked in a lot of circles. That's most of my notes. We looked for books a lot, and we found very few. We went to Tilda's house. We find out she's crazy, but we already knew that. We went to Ethan's body. Oh, yeah, we went to Tilda's house, Celeste. You missed that part.
I did.
She's certifiably crazy.
We knew that.
Yeah, we went back to Ethan's body. We resurrected Ethan, which may have been a questionable use of my highest spell slot. Yes, Josiah, you have a point.
Didn't we do something to Tilda? Wait, was that the episode?
Yeah,
She's
No,
gone,
so
right?
Celeste did something to Tilda.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I was
we-
just making... Okay.
We left her. We
Yes.
transported through something. That was like 2
I didn't
sessions.
remember
We
when that was.
feeble-minded
Okay.
her, I
Good.
think.
Good.
We feeble-minded her, and then we sort of like
It was a
grabbed
short
her
trip.
and then just like dropped
Yeah.
her into the
Yep,
oblivion.
that's right. Okay.
Oh,
Good.
yeah.
I'm back on. I'm back on. Continue.
Who did
I-
something to Tilda?
I like how Josiah's response is good.
Oh, golly. We tried to get information from Ethan. We didn't get much. He talked about a Warforged, which was confusing, and a Tabaxi, and an Elfwoman that was blonde, which isn't very descriptive. sign of anything because we don't know anyone like that. And he remembers someone taking his eyeball, and we watched it grow back. It was really interesting. That's what you missed on Glee.
That wasn't even the end of it.
All right, so it is approaching evening. Y'all know what happens during the evening.
Bugbears come out.
Oh yeah, it gets
Teddy
fun.
bear picnic.
The freaks come out.
The bears come out
Yes.
at night. The bears
If
come
you
out
go
at
out in the
night.
woods tonight, you're in for a big surprise.
Two very different songs, but I like them both.
Squid was singing Houdini, and I was here for it.
I
All right,
was
so what are you
singing
guys doing?
Houdini.
So we've got enough time to get back to the drow now. If you guys go looking maybe for a place to stay, I suppose. Or do we all want to sleep and then leave in the morning? What's the best course of action here?
The best course of action is any course of action. That's a brother
Yeah, but now we gotta
man's
figure out
saying.
what that course is.
Yeah, but we know what happens at night and all that.
Aye.
So maybe it would be best to just wait till morning. Yes.
Wait till morning.
Then we'd have to go back in the building where Ethan is.
Yes.
Oh, I
It'll
don't
be-
think we need to go back in that building. We could go back to a different building. There are other buildings. Very few of them, but they do exist.
Like that
And
building.
then I don't need to talk to him again.
Or that building. That was a
Nope,
building.
That's a latrine.
I don't suppose that we will all fit comfortably, but we fit more than this in my family's home for quite a while, so if you would like to go there, we could.
Perfect.
And have more
Good plan.
hot water.
Yes, we have hot water.
I love hot water with a little honey and
Hot
some.
water makes coffee, and that means it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, let's just make a way, rest up, and then we'll just start things in the morning. I don't feel like endangering anyone.
Alrighty. Lead the
Technically not a
way.
course of action that Emran's specifically interested in, but there is an NPC in that area. If anyone wants to go talk to them.
Nubaka.
Onward!
All right, you guys make your way towards Casa de Firmstone, and you roll up.
What'd you just call me?
Like a corner of the roof is missing from the attack, and the walls are fairly cracked, but it's a roof overhead.
It looks very much like home.
It
Not much
smells
has
like
changed.
home.
That's interesting.
I mean, well, everyone
It's all
in.
the bugbears around.
Yes,
I
that's
don't
what I
know.
meant.
It says, the Harju were here.
Well, yes, they do deliver the mail, so they do stop by on occasion, usually with bills or eviction notices, as is recently the case.
Yes, that's what that looks like. It's nice of them to write it all over the door with paint.
Yeah. And rocks falling from the sky.
I mean, it's not like they're gonna come and stop you at the bugbears in the middle of the night.
It's very true. I don't think anyone really cares that much at this point. Would anyone like hot water?
Yes.
Nope.
That's why
I'll
we've
take
come
two,
here.
please.
All of
I'll
us.
take two.
Hot
Wonderful.
water.
I will go heat the water.
I'm gonna stake my claim on a corner.
I have some cured meats that we can share to go with our hot water.
Mmm. Breakfast of Champions. It's almost like Heroes Feast is back.
Yeah.
There's also a lemon cake and some peanut butter pie.
Well,
Although I
That peanut
question-
butter pie is gonna be real old at this point.
pass the peanut butter pie.
Like I feel like I need to cast protection from poison before I eat it.
I
Like,
mean, the lemon cake's from the same time frame, so
yeah, but doesn't citrus keep? Isn't that what you do to like keep yourself from getting?
there's a
Things-
lot of eggs in cake and flour.
Eggs keep, don't they?
Mm,
They're kind of like outside all the time.
I don't know. This peanut butter pie is kind of crunchy.
there's not a.
Oh, crunchy
Shit,
peanut
yes,
butter is my favorite.
Oh, it's definitely crunchy.
I'm not
Has it now
cleaning
become a
puke out of
toffee
his
pie?
fur again. I'm out.
Pooh,
Okay.
as you're chewing on that peanut butter pie, it has the texture of a recently popped blister.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Never mind.
Look. One of them.
For the listeners out there, the looks on everybody's face when I dropped that line was just astounding.
I'm trying to make sound with it so that
It's kind of the sound that goes with that.
It's about the flavor, not the texture. if you just ignore the texture, the flavor's still
no.
there.
No, I'm a texture girl.
Texture's big.
That everyone goes to bed.
Pooh, I need you to roll a con save, please.
Gladly. That's a 14. Oh wait, it's
Okay.
con save.
You
No,
are
it's-
going to.
That's an 18. Sorry, it was a con save.
Okay.
I just added my.
Never mind.
Yep. Sorry.
You have.
Nearly.
You wake up on You wake up on occasion throughout the night having a case of the belly aches, but you manage to muscle through, and come morning time,
it
passed.
passes.
Yeah.
In what way?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
smell
how?
that it passed.
Yeah.
You know,
It's a very small home. It's a very small home.
somehow I'm gonna get blamed for that too, and I just.
They don't call me Pooh for nothing.
Well, a very small home. I cannot stress this enough. Very tiny.
It's my name. That's why they call me it. What are you looking at?
As soon as
Oh,
the
Bob.
sun peeks over the horizon, Mayra's outside.
Same.
All right, so you awaken to as the sun greets a new day, and where are you going? What's going on?
All right. Well, Aileen, we're gonna go talk to Drow, right? See if we can't get them to reconsider their position, given the way the world's ending.
From
Team
the
Drow.
sunshine to the darkness.
Aye, yeah.
Team Drow
Who's going to look
pow.
for tinfoil?
What team foil boils? No foil.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be
Foil.
myself, Pooh, and Orbog looking for foil.
Yeah. I think the girls should go down to the. They like females better.
And Callum.
Boy,
as well,
boy.
'cause-
Team
Yeah.
boy foil.
I like to go.
Team boy foil.
Yeah.
I got it. Team boy.
I know he's a pretty boy, but he is.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Pooh.
Don't let that
Pooh.
high tone confuse you. Don't mind me, I'm dropping glasses.
Pooh.
Got a little excited.
How about Team Foible?
Team foible.
Mhm.
Yes.
Foil
That's it.
boil.
Yeah,
Foible.
Team Foible. Yeah.
And team and
Yes,
drow
while that is
pow
being done,
over
I'm
here.
going to see if we cannot find.
Yeah. Drow pow.
Yes, and with no name, I'm going to see if we can find other people that want to assist us.
Nippick.
Okay.
I'm going with you.
Yes, I assumed as much.
All right. 3 teams.
3 teams.
Splitting
Everybody.
the party 3 ways.
Lit up.
What could?
To be fair, we will
possibly
also
happen?
be moving in the direction of the Drow. We will just not be going to speak with the Drow. We will be going to speak with Towerfall survivors, I imagine, as that is where most of the people who I know are currently.
All right, split the party 2.5 directions. That's fine.
It won't. It
Because
won't
Squid
last for long.
refuses to put her characters at opposite sides.
It'll be great.
All right. Let's start with the easy stuff. The people who are going out looking for foil.
That's Team Foible.
Foiled again.
Oh, also a good name.
Team foil.
Where are you guys looking?
At the grocery store.
Yeah, I was
what?
gonna say it.
Lenny's. Lenny's probably has tinfoil. We can steal it. We can loot Lenny's.
I don't want to loot Lenny's. They've been good. I think maybe we just I don't know. Try
I'm going
some
to
stores first.
Look for like
along the
a.
way.
Is there any like a hattery, hatterdashery? What do you
A
call it?
hattery?
Shop.
A haberdashery.
I was close,
A haberdashery is more than just a hat shop.
but I'm looking for one of those.
Hatterdashery?
Yes, a hatterdashery.
All right. You find a place called the Raven and the Writing Desk.
Oh, I think.
Have we been here before?
No.
Well, this looks like a reputable establishment.
Behind the sign, the building's pretty much smashed. There's a couple
Kissing?
beams that are kind of
Is like just the
holding
door
up
standing
bits of the
there,
roof, but
and there's nothing
Yeah.
behind the door?
no, but they're a good portion of this building has caved in, and the parts that are still holding up seem sketchy.
I
Like drawn?
walk in to whatever I can walk
Okay.
into.
You walk
Nothing.
in the back half of the building. You can see the outside. There's parts that are crumbled in. There's a half-composed staircase going up to a higher floor. There is a glass counter that has been partly smashed with some hat care products inside of it. There is a rack behind the counter that has some hats on it. Some hats. You can see spots where some hats were supposed to be, but have been knocked elsewhere in the destruction.
Is there a little bell I can ring?
Ding.
Looking around behind the counter, underneath some rubble, you find kind of a flattened bell that you would normally see on the counter.
I try to ring it. I like flick it with my
hear a
claws.
slight a very dull clunk rather than a melodious ring emerges
should do the
from this
trick.
device.
I'd be surprised, but sure.
Nothing happens.
Hello. Good morning, sirs, ma'ams.
I mean, Pooh, at this point, we should probably just look around.
We're the only people here.
Oh, well, so if I'm just gonna.
I look over at the wall with some of the hats on it, and I find the most decorative looking one and take it down.
So if I just take this hat.
Why don't you describe the hat to me? This will tell me what the hat is.
Okay. This would be. I find a nice top hat, red top hat, lots of feathers coming out of it, and maybe the green ribbon going all the way around, and a couple like shiny sequin sort of things, not jewels, but there's some shininess to it.
Okay.
I don't know. That's what I think of. That's the hat that I grab.
Sorry, I have a selection of things that could be in front of me. I'm just trying to determine
Yeah.
which one is going to be closest to.
Whichever one is the most Dr. Seuss-y.
Oh no, it's not one of those. Oh, but you could wear that one.
I point to a red stripedy.
Not really my
I
style.
still have my pigtails in. I need to find something that'll
There's
work
a
with
nice little
pigtails.
bonnet over
Stick an
here.
visor.
You want a nice bonnet?
Oh, you'd look good in a bonnet. Maybe a
Little
pacifier,
Laura
too.
Ingalls Wilder.
Oh, he's Wilder.
Oh
I
yes.
don't think I'm related
Laura.
to anybody named Laura Ingalls. Huh.
All right, Pooh.
Yep.
I know what you have in your hand now.
A hat.
You do have a hat. I forgot. You shouldn't know what it is, but I know what it is now, and that's what's important.
So before doing anything with the hat, I look around, make sure there's like no one watching, or like no one gonna stop me from putting it on.
Stealing it?
Who would you consider your friends to be someone who would be stopping you from putting it on?
No, I would not.
Okay.
I take off my bowl, I put on.
Orbog will
the hat.
resist the urge.
Okay. What do you guys think?
Different.
It's makes your eyes buggy.
No, I think you mean they pop. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh,
Pooh?
well,
Yep.
How many items are you attuned to?
I guess just thoughts and prayers. I think those I have to be attuned to.
Okay, so 2.
Yeah.
Yep, 2. All right.
That should be it.
Okay,
How many can I be attuned to?
3.
well,
I look up at the sky to see if I see any lines or things in the sky. See
Nope.
if it has the properties of.
well, I don't think this is a foil hat.
Oh, I see what you're doing. We're just gonna put on hats now.
I mean, there's plenty here. We can
Let's
get
see what-
everyone a hat.
Kind of right.
I mean, but we need foil hats. That's the point, Pooh. I
Do
mean, we
we-
can maybe line these in foil, but we need foil.
Maybe we can
Right.
just put them all on and see what happens.
Wilder, you look for foil.
Okay.
Or I'll help you look for foil. I mean, we're all in this together.
I mean, sure.
I'm
That's
going
fine.
to look for foil with Wilder.
You want like
So I need somebody to roll with advantage if it's the both of you.
I can roll.
Perception, that is.
Perception, not investigation. Okay, just checking.
Oh, yeah, investigation. You're right.
Um,
You're right. You're right.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Wilder, I think you should roll for that.
Well, see, here's the thing, Pooh. The hat can't go over your eyes. It's supposed to sit above, your eyebrows. But I'll I'll look. Just sit.
Who's the hat expert now? Hat lawyer.
That was a 21.
Hatlock.
All right. You
Hatlock.
you managed to kind of rustle up some. You managed to rustle up some foil, probably about 3 feet of it.
Okay. Well, it's a start. We could probably wonder, like, if they have to like wrap around your whole head, because Pooh's got a big head, Orbog's got a big mouth. We probably need more.
Orbog, what are you during this time?
I'm looking at hats too. I'm just having trouble figuring out which one I want to try on.
You don't have to keep the pigtails.
Oh, but okay, here's the thing. Like, I thought there'd be like this cool when we got to face with Carrick, and then I could put on like my, kick butt face, and then I could like slowly take one pigtail out, and then slowly take the other one.
And then you make like the rubber band gun with your fingers and you shoot him right in the face.
No, I just thought it would look cool.
Oh, well, it probably would. But
Fine, I'll take them off.
I'm just saying, to find a hat,
I
it
know.
might throw things off.
I know. It'll be all tippy, whatever. Let's see. What would a drow wear? A drow boy? Maybe is there a cowboy hat? Whatever those are.
Thinking maybe something,
I like those cabbie hat things too, like.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. That's a good idea. It's got the little, yeah.
I'm feeling that. Yeah, I'll grab this one right here. Looks like it's made of leather or somebody's skin. I don't know. Well, technically, I guess leather is somebody's skin.
That is true.
Oh, I hope it's not like a relative of Emran or something.
I don't think that's legal.
You never know.
So, we found foil then? I just kind of blinked out there for a second.
Yes, found
Yeah,
foil
yeah.
and I found a hat.
What does your hat look like, JS?
What are those called?
It's like a little British flat cap, isn't
the
it?
British cabbie hat things.
Oh, are you're talking about like I know the name of it. And I don't. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a scally cap.
They have too many names for them. There's like some call them newsboys, some call them the cabbie.
Gee, that's
TV
neat.
green.
I don't know why that's the song that came to mind, but
24/7. I was thinking breakfast over here.
that
All right.
makes sense.
Did you put the cap on, Orbog?
Yeah, I checked inside to make sure there weren't any brains in it or anything, but yeah, I put it on.
All right. Pooh and Wilder, need you both to make perception checks.
Okie dokie.
22.
Not my best effort.
Perception.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
It's probably from the food he ate.
15.
Okay. Wilder, nothing changes from your perspective.
Okay.
Pooh,
Mhm.
as soon as he puts the hat on, like you can see that there's something that is occupying that space, but your brain cannot comprehend what it's seeing. So there's something there, but you can't comprehend that there is something there because what is there has become incomprehensible to you.
It's a politician.
And you be to the point where you're just sitting there staring at him, and you just a drip of blood just starts to go out your nose because your brain can't make sense of what you see.
Something there that wasn't there before.
Interesting.
And as Orbog says, interesting, a noise hits your ears that is completely indescribable. Like you can't understand what it is. It's just you and Wilder came into this place and you have no comprehension as far as what is happening with this thing.
Wow. Wilder, this is a mind-boggling. I just can't.
Yeah, look at the blood coming out of his nose.
Pooh,
Oh my goodness.
are you up?
It's doing it again.
Okay, I just need you to breathe. What's going on? Talk to me, bud.
There's like this something there.
He's seeing my awesomeness.
Oh, do you hear that? It's like I can't even.
Awesomeness.
I'm gonna pull the hat off of
Like
Pooh's head.
sound.
Off of Pooh's head?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nothing happens from Pooh's perspective or your perspective.
Give me that back. I don't look nearly as.
No, do you feel any better though?
It's still going. It's like a feeling.
I'm
of like,
awesome.
Obog, you take your hat off.
Never.
Obog, take your hat off.
Fine, I'll take it off.
As he takes the hat off, of course, it's Orbog standing there. He's always been standing there.
Oh, Bog. Yes.
Yeah.
Did you find a hat that you liked?
Yep.
Oh, me too. Would you give me my hat
Okay.
back, Wilder?
Obog, maybe.
I'm going to get one for Emily. I think she'd like a hat.
I think maybe you should find a different hat, Obog.
Why?
I just
This one looks cool.
something. It freaked Pooh out.
Did not. It looks great.
No,
Bog.
it
Don't listen to Wilder.
you did. You saw him get weird, right? Weirder than normal.
Yes. But if I did that to Carrick,
What do you think Imran's favorite color is?
It's probably like
pea
orange or
green.
something.
Like a nice tannish.
Nice
orange.
lima bean.
I don't know that it matters, Pooh. Obog, keep the hat. Just we got to figure out why it's affecting Pooh the way that it's affecting Pooh, because you might be onto something.
Ooh, there's an icky mouse hat over there.
Wilder, I have one of those and he's not a mouse.
What?
He was a mind flare.
Oh, but I like the icky.
There is only one more hat left on the.
Come on, Wilder.
Oh, well,
Everybody,
okay.
no.
This will
No,
have to
that's
do.
for
This will have
Wilder.
to do for-
Give it to me.
Imran.
No, it's for Wilder.
No.
I don't need a hat.
Don't make me kill you.
Okay, put the hat on.
Here, Wilder, you can hold on to this hat while we wait to bring it back to Imran.
Wonderful.
If you want to wear it to see how it looks, you can.
Don't
Yes.
need a hat, but okay.
You do need a hat. We need hat power.
Sure.
Put it on.
Yeah.
And imagine
Yeah.
you're Imran.
Nope.
Yeah.
I do not
Yeah.
want to be imagined as
Just-
Imran.
Yeah.
Not-
stick
Not with
Stick-
either one of you two.
you backside out a little bit more.
Okay, I think we're done here. I'm gonna
Wiggle it.
walk out.
Okay. What?
Yep, right. Back. We gotta focus. We got a big day ahead of us. We've
Yes.
done our job.
We've done our something.
You think 3 feet of foil's a good enough amount for everyone?
Not for
Everybody,
everyone.
everyone.
Definitely.
That's what I said.
No,
everybody.
maybe for Pooh's head alone.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
My head is not that big, and I have this fancy hat with
You
feathers
have
now.
moons circling your head.
What?
No,
What does that even mean?
no, but as you guys step out into the sunlight, you do notice a faint, kind of like matte gloss black on matte black image, or vice versa. That is on the side of this hat, which is a profile image of a wolf's head. That's on Pooh's hat.
What's on my hat?
Yours is just a little cabbie hat.
Whatever.
All right, we head back to where we were heading to meet everyone else.
Okay, moving down to Goblin Town.
No burning ring of fire.
Let's go with Mayra and Emran.
Wonderful.
Guys make it down to the camp outside of Ultha Orthiad. And Emran's mom has got this place running like a top. Everybody's been utilized to the best of their abilities, and services are being rendered to the survivors, and things have gotten quite cozy and running very well.
I'm just going to be looking for people that are maybe less of the cozy persuasion and more of the we should be doing something about this persuasion.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to be recruiting women and children that don't want to be fighting, but like,
yeah, amongst the survivors, there are actually a lot of women and children and elderly.
which
Go
is
ahead.
not to say that women don't want to fight,
No.
as me and Mira can attest.
Roll a D100 for me, please.
72.
72. Yeah, you're able to come up with about 72 individuals out of the survivor camp.
I am essentially just going to talk to them, give them the real honest spiel of, look, I know that you've experienced a lot of things, and we've all kind of, what with everything that came out of the ground, but we would like to do something to stop it and to kill it, what caused it initially. And I'm not saying it will be easy or that everyone will survive, but we could use all the help we could get.
All right. Pull up a calculator. I know exactly how I'm going to do this. Instead of having you roll a persuasion roll,
I'll roll intimidation. You will help us.
No. Roll another D100 for me, please.
A 76. That dice likes the sevens.
Okay, so of the 72 people you find, you were able to convince 55 of them to your cause.
Hey, that's a small army. Collect whatever gear you can, weapons. If you know magic, I don't know how that works or anything like that. But if you do, great. And do whatever you need to prepare it, learn it. I don't know how it works. I believe we will be leaving in the morning. So, I don't know, make your peace, I guess. I also don't know how to do that, but peace is not really my business, nor is magic, or thank you.
So charismatic.
To be fair, she's a lot more charismatic than Callum is. It's the genuineness, you know?
It's the intention, really.
It's the intensity.
Okay.
Is there anyone you would like to speak to, Mira? I know you said you don't really know anything about your past, but...
Not really anyone I would want to talk to that's still alive, except Rhoda.
Well, yes, I am sure we will speak with her before we leave, even though my last conversation with her did not go so well, but... Sisters, what are you gonna do? Strangle them, maybe. I don't know.
If you did that, I would have to kill you.
I know. You could try. You could try. It'd be fun to see you try. But maybe after we take care of this.
I need a shirt with a picture of Amryn and Mayra on it that says best frenemies.
I'd have to kill you. You could try.
All right. Meanwhile, in Ultha Orthiad, Squid's other character.
All right. So, here's the plan, Aileen.
Okay.
I don't have a plan. I'm just really excited to be here.
I
figure, I figure since they like, women more, I'll go in and be like, yay, feminism. Great. Love it. Big fan. Support it all the time. You tell them what's up, and I'll just be here to give a thumbs up. And also, yeah, that's it. That's about what I can contribute. But I really like being here.
You're gonna fanboy. Got it.
Yeah. I find that most people tend to like it when you heap compliments upon them. Or I do. I don't know. Maybe I'm projecting.
Some people think it's uncomfortable.
Well, I wouldn't want to make them uncomfortable.
Sets up too high of an expectation.
I don't know. I feel like if they're running a city, they kind of have high expectations already.
I feel like if they're drow, they have high expectations. It's a very proud race.
Well, I mean, they have every right to be. Have you seen them? They're pretty cool.
I believe you said that before.
Yes, I know. Maybe we can find... Well, I don't know. Let's just see if we can get an audience first.
That's a good idea. Do you know who we should talk to get an audience?
Well, we talked to that one guy last time that was like their page or whatnot. I'm also going to first cast tongues upon myself.
Callum doesn't understand Undercommon?
It's a big oversight on my... I've had to live with this for 110 episodes, and I've regretted it every day.
I'm just trying to understand that logic
Honestly,
Okay.
It's
can you cast that on
because-
me too?
It's because I only got one language for my favorite enemy and I picked Goblin because I lived with the bugbears.
That
So,
makes sense.
I didn't have the opportunity to learn Undercommon. Listen, I wasn't privileged. My father left me.
Is that a spell you can cast on me too?
Underprivileged?
Yeah.
No, I don't need that one.
Sure. Yeah, I can cast it on both of us. I'll just use both of those spell slots. It's fine. We're gonna sleep after this. No, we just slept. Oh well.
No. If you don't need to, I'll just speak in common and hope they
Well, it's too
understand.
late. I
me.
casted it. So I
Oh.
figure we also don't want to, immediately start a fight tonight anyway after we've prepared everything all day. So
I mean, sometimes you just go into something ready to lay some hands.
that's okay. I'll just upcast sending if I have to.
Did you say upcast?
Yeah, I can use a higher spell slot to cast things if I
Oh.
need to. Yeah.
I thought that was kind of like a Hail Mary cast. Hope it works.
Oh, well, I can do that too. I've done that a few times.
Okay, well, now that we both understand them, and hopefully they understand us,
Oh, they will.
Oh.
Yeah.
why don't we try to find the guy?
Yeah. I'll look around.
All right. You guys go to the building where you were originally taken when meeting with the matriarchy.
Mm-hmm.
You find the page boy around the same area where you last found him. And he greets you in common and says, "Hello, you've returned for some reason?"
Yes, we would like to request an audience, preferably quickly with somebody in power.
Yes, given the rather rapidly changing climate, as it were, it seemed as though we needed to kind of adjust the plan.
You do know that the Council of Houses is not at your beck and call.
Oh, absolutely. We would never
we
presume.
absolutely understand that. That's why I said somebody that can notify the council. It's not that we think the council is at our beck and call. It is that we have something of importance that we feel the council needs to know.
If they would be, we would be honored if they'd be willing to take our audience, as it were. Humbled, even. It would be wonderful. Not that they have to, but again, given the climate, things have changed.
And not
Well-
just the weather.
Indeed.
I can certainly put in a request. I cannot necessarily guarantee that it will be responded to. If you don't mind waiting here.
Of course. Callum and Aileen play rock, paper, scissors for 45 minutes. I spy with my eye
Callum?
something grey.
Callum,
Yeah.
can you please roll a d12 for me, please?
I can do that. I have one of them. A 7. Respectable.
After waiting for some time, the page comes back out and says, "Well, I was able to summon more than I thought I would at such short notice. You will be before seven of the
We
10
are there.
head houses.
That is wonderful.
I would recommend giving them deference, as this is very unusual for them.
Absolutely.
You are brought before.
I will also cast guidance on Aileen and I.
Okay. You are brought before. Is that initial spell to understand speech concentration?
Mm-mm.
Okay. You are brought before what looks kind of like a tribunal bench that has 7 elderly women seated behind it, and the one who seems as if she's most in charge looks upon the two of you and she goes, "You have assembled us here rather irregularly. Please speak and be quick about it."
We are very, very sorry for the irregularity of our summoning of you here today. We do know that this is a valuable time, that time is valuable to you. And then Aileen lays out what's going on with Carrick and whatnot.
We don't necessarily coming here saying you need to do something. We mostly just wanted to make sure you knew the change of things, as it were. But if there were any of your people that wanted to help, we would happily take it.
They kind of mill amongst themselves. And then the leader says to you, "So, you top dwellers have been driven below the surface, as our race once was by the cruel elven kind above. And now you ask us to help you reclaim it."
We're not necessarily speaking about reclaiming it. I don't think that's necessarily our goal at all. It's just that I think if we don't do anything, they're not going to stop at the top level.
We have done nothing so far, and nothing has come to us. We have seen no reason to participate in this vanity war of yours. What reason do you have? What proof can you show that our inaction would lead to our demise?
It's not so much that your inaction will lead to your demise as it is if we fail, we feel that the entirety of this plane will fall to this chaos that is coming.
My dear, feelings and well wishes are good sentiments for high holidays and birthday parties. Unless you are come bearing concrete evidence, I see no reason to put our resources on the line.
And we understand that we have no concrete evidence other than our experience, which is not very concrete. So we understand if you cannot or will not supply help. We would just like to make you aware of what is happening so that even if you do not help, you can perhaps protect your people so that if we fail, there is someone else who knows what's going on.
Allow us to discuss. And they kind of draw back from the bench and begin to mutter amongst themselves. I need one of you two to roll a d8 for me, please.
Will guidance add anything to this?
No, because this is not a skills check.
7.
The head mistress comes back to the bench. She goes, "Well, apparently I was the only one unconvinced. What resources do you seek from Ultha Orthiad? Mind you, we will not provide you in any way that would lead us to believe that we would be insufficient to defend ourselves while you're off on this fool's errand."
So we could use
No meta.
I mean, we could use foil if you have it, but also if you have, I don't think that our standard. Callum just holds up like his bow and arrow and is like, I don't think this is going to do anything against him. If you have, spell scrolls or weapons imbued with magic, we've not had a chance to find a lot of that. Or even if you have people that could, that know anything about this kind of thing, I'd happily talk with them. I think knowledge.
When we defeated his underling, it was primarily the magical things that got him, that helped us, such as putting him in a bowl, and she explains how they killed Zeus.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And if you happen to have just 2 platinum rings, could be very helpful for me. That would be great.
Platinum we seem to be in short supply of. However, we will do...
We have Electra.
We will do this. We will let you have your choice how you want to proceed. You may either have access to our armory, access to our army, or access to our archives.
May we confer momentarily, if it pleases you? Okay, Alien, I don't think we should take their army. I mean, it sounds great, but I feel like we're gonna get them all killed, and I'll feel real bad.
I know you would feel bad. I don't want to owe several thousand lives.
I also don't want to deal with the action economy of that fight, personally. So I would like to not add another army. I don't know that there's another army we'll be bringing with us, but just on the off chance that we do, that sounds like a lot of turns. Anyway, I'm real partial to looking at their archives and seeing if they know anything related to anything. I feel like it could be real good. But that's just like me. But we also need weapons, because I don't have any magic weapons, and
Honestly,
Mostly that. I just don't.
Honestly, the archives, all the weapons would be good. The problem with the archives is how long is it going to take us to study?
Yeah, a long time, I imagine. And mostly what I have is this hat and a cloak. So,
Is the hat magic?
yeah, would you like to put it on?
Oh, that's the Mickey Mind Flayer hat.
Yeah.
Do we want to be able to listen to Carrick's thoughts?
I don't think it's Carrick's thoughts. It's people listening to our thoughts, kind of, isn't it? I don't
Oh, that's
remember.
right, that's right. It projects you. Oh, well, honestly, we could put that on Pooh, and it might drive everybody up a wall.
That's true. That could be a Hail Mary plan right there.
Oh, better. Olbog's thoughts just projected loudly.
Well, that could get us all killed.
That could also get us off our family-friendly rating.
It's true. The first thing I heard when I arrived in Towerfall was some very interesting thoughts from Orbog that I was delighted to hear.
Okay.
Wasn't great. So maybe not that one.
So, but again, circling back around.
Yeah.
Knowledge of weapons.
I mean, I can't make this decision in good conscience because I want to read. This is not a sentence that I've said often, but I kind of want to read the books.
I know. I feel like having the knowledge would be good, but again,
But the time does seem to be. And I'm not time anymore, so I can't just.
Oh, you're not.
No, I popped my dad out of there, so he's not in there anymore.
That's right. So you can't even. I was about to ask if you could stop time and just read.
That would have made learning a lot easier. No, now I don't know what I can do, but I'm just me again, which probably means I can't do anything except disappoint most people.
Fair. Did you say that?
Ouch, but all right.
Did I hear somebody say you were entropy?
Yeah.
Isn't that similar to chaos?
Kind of like disorder, not necessarily chaos. I suppose they're similar, but it's more just like, I'm sensitive about it.
No, I'm not trying to. I apologize. I'm not trying to touch on things. I'm just trying to understand.
Yeah, it's kind of like the breakdown of systems, I suppose, which could be chaos, I imagine. But also I feel like it's just the natural progression of a lot of things and makes way for new things. According to my father, it's what happens when nature and time get together, and I don't want to think about them getting together, but...
Understandable. That is not anything any child wants to think about their parents.
Well, I'm not a child, but...
Oh, I mean, but you are their child, even if you are not a child. No, I wasn't calling you a child. I apologize.
Thank you. It's fine. I'm sensitive about that too.
I understand.
How I love.
You look young.
Yeah, I mean, sure, not as young as I should, but
no,
it's okay.
But you won't get the kids menus at Lenny's, so that's a good
true.
thing. They still think I'm a child. Apparently, they don't know what halfling is. Okay, so
have you made a decision?
Oh,
yes, very sorry. We got. I appreciate greatly your offer. We are immensely grateful for it. And can I just say, you're all very wonderful. That has nothing to do with the decision. I'm just very happy to be here.
Would you like to take the evening to make this decision and come back?
Would you permit that?
If you would permit that, that might be for the best.
Tell you what.
Please do.
Salvius here. They point at the page boy. Salvius will give you a stone of communication to talk directly with him, and he will make arrangements for whatever decision as he was here to hear our judgment. Make your decision before noon tomorrow or consider this offer revoked.
Thank you very much. And I don't mean to question the assumption about the future, but...
Are we done here?
Oh yeah. Yes. Just, yeah. Thank you.
They stand up and leave in procession with each other.
Stay safe. You're all wonderful. Well, that went well. That could have gone worse. So we should find the others and figure out what we want to do.
Did we take the Stone of Sending?
Yeah, I've got it. I can talk to Wilder.
Ironically, we probably should have just used that in our shorter time span. We could have made a decision.
That would have made sense, but I wasn't thinking about that. Now I have 2 Stones of Sending, so I'll have to keep them straight.
Don't get them mixed up!
I'm going to put the one for Salvius in my left pocket. and my one for Wilder is in my right pocket, because, well, I'm not really his right-hand man, because I'm kind of Pooh's right-hand man, but secondarily, I would be Wilder's right-hand man if I had to pick a second person. This is unimportant to the conversation. Hi, it's me, Callum.
Wilder,
So,
your pocket's vibrating.
Yeah.
we talked to the
yeah,
drow.
Callum.
Hi, yeah, how's it going?
Good. Were you leaving a message?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, go ahead. You talked to the drow and...
Yeah, so it went real well. They were looking very nice, by the way.
Oh,
Wonderful.
congratulations. I hope it was fun.
Oh yeah, it was great. Is Pooh there? Hi,
Hi.
Pooh.
Yeah, Pooh and Orbog.
Hi,
Got
Orbog.
hats.
Eileen, they got hats.
Oh, good.
Tinfoil.
Yep.
Those are important.
We found foil, and then the other two found hats. But
Well, they got tinfoil and they got hats. It's not the same thing.
Mm,
They got two
no,
different.
What about
no.
the drow?
But anyway,
Do they look
Drow.
good though? I mean, the drow look good. The hats.
Yeah, we look great.
Wonderful. Okay, so the drow, I was talking to him, right? And Aileen did great. Aileen's here.
Good.
She was talking to the drow.
good.
Yeah, so they said we could make a decision. We could have some help from them, which I thought was pretty wonderful, because I kind of expected them not to do anything at all, or even to talk to us, but they did.
Okay.
So we have two choices. We can either have access to their armory or their archives. So we kind of got to figure out if we need weapons that might be magical in nature, as I only have a bow and arrow, a broken ring, and a cloak. But that's just me. You guys all seem to have pretty cool things, and also you have that thing I gave you, but it's fine, you can keep it. But we can also get into their archives if we like and see if they have any information, which could take time. So, you know.
Yeah, I don't...
And Callum can't stop time anymore.
Yeah, I also can't
Right,
stop
right,
time.
Right.
Congratulations.
Thank you, I think. Wait. Thank you.
Honestly, my vote, if I can vote, which I'm going to anyway,
Yeah.
I vote armory. But, like, we got, like, complete run of the thing. Like, we can take whatever we want.
They didn't specify.
Yeah, they just said access to our armory. But they did, well, they
Okay.
did, the one specification they gave was that we can't put them at risk if they should be attacked. So we can't, like, take their whole armory, but that seems like a lot of armory to take
I
with
don't
us.
think, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I mean, that could open us up to a lot of magic weaponry, possibly. Archive might take
Do they
too
have,
long.
so I could use an extra arm.
Do you want
Oh,
an
couldn't
arm?
we all?
Do they have arms?
It's an armory, right? So,
Oh,
No, it's not like
Pooh.
an factory. It's like armory is a word for where
you get
you
arms,
store your
yes.
weapons.
I could use one
Yeah.
right now.
No, it's where
Okay.
you store your weapons that you use with arms.
No.
or, you know, you don't have to use your arms.
Look for a
You can use
hat
other parts.
store. Do they have any hat stores?
Like a blow dart.
This thing
That,
on.
you don't use your arms for that.
Is
A
this
bow and
thing
arrow with
on?
your feet.
Blow dart.
Look for a hat store.
Okay, I think we're getting off topic here. Could we take a vote? Maybe I'm voting armory.
Yeah, everyone that matters is here, so it's fine.
I was just going to say that. Why don't we wait until we're all back together?
We do have until.
Well, who are we missing? Because I
noon
don't think we're
tomorrow.
missing anyone that needs to vote.
Well, Emrin.
Imran
Oh, yeah.
might want to be on this, and there's Mira.
I guess she's here, huh?
But she seems pretty nice.
I know you like her, but I'm not a fan. Whatever, it's fine.
Well, she's stuck with us, so that's something.
And barely. She's kind of left a lot.
That's also true.
I think.
I kind of
Yeah,
think
she's
you've
kind
stuck
of-
with her, but it's
What?
fine.
What do you mean by that?
We can wait until we're all together. It's fine.
It's not that I want to exclude Emrin, but she's kind of doing her own thing, so does it even matter her vote? Also, we could just go majority vote, and if, you know,
All right, we'll take
most of
one
us
vote
vote
right now.
one way. Okay, fine.
I mean, I can cast sending if we'd
All
like.
in favor of the armory, say aye.
Aye. Oh, so it's just me and Pooh.
I think I as well. I really want to read the books, but also I don't have any fun weapons.
I'm split because I can't figure out which one would be better.
I haven't had a lot of luck with
Your
books
lips are
lately.
moving, but there's no words coming out of it.
Did somebody
Get
cast
closer to
silence on
Sending
Robot?
Stone.
I mean magic. We
Or
need
would that
magic.
be in the armory or with the books?
This is my second. Here's my second thought that I'm just going to throw out there because their archives might have spell scrolls,
Right.
which
I'm
could.
leaning towards the books. You didn't hear me say that.
You know, you didn't hear me say it either, but they could have spell scrolls, and the spell scrolls could have spell slots that are spells higher than mine, which could be really fun for me, personally.
Which is the whole goal of this,
Okay.
to be fun for you.
What?
I don't like your
what
tone,
is going
the way
to
you said
help
that.
us defeat Carrick more.
But how many of you guys currently have magical
have-
weapons?
Magic weapons.
I don't.
I have one, and then
I don't know what mine does anymore.
Well, I'm sure we could take the night and figure that out before we start fighting.
Not sure
Orbog
we
should have-
want to figure that out. Have you seen my harp?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Or we could, identify it, figure out what it does now.
Well, the problem is that Tom played with it.
Who's Tom? Have I met Tom? I
Have
don't
you met
remember.
Tom?
I don't know.
All right.
But I know, Emran has a magic weapon, so
Let's make a decision and just do it. Okay? On the count of 3, hold up one finger. 4. Well, okay.
Pooh, they can't see
Imagine-
us.
I don't think that's gonna. This is turning into a very long call. But
do we all want
we
to
should just
do we want to just meet?
Just
meet
get,
up?
Get magic.
Fine. I guess we could get Emran while you guys are making your way back up.
Well,
We'll
right.
meet
I mean,
you
most
then.
of us are here. Why don't you come to us? Emran and Mira are down here
We're
already.
on
So
our
I mean,
way.
I mean, that's true.
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
I
Fine,
know.
bye.
Okay.
I don't.
I
Wait,
just-
wait.
Put the stumble in.
Did he
hung up
just
on-
hang up on us?
he did. He hung up on me in the middle of the call. I hadn't even said goodbye yet.
Goodbye.
I didn't hear Pooh say goodbye. either.
Well,
Who didn't
Okay.
have a chance to say
Let's go.
goodbye?
did you hang up
I
on him?
know that was.
Is this thing
You
on?
know,
I did.
I don't
Very
often
I did.
think
I'm
of
tired
Wilder
of
as
talking.
rude.
I want to do things. I'm ready to go.
Okay, let's go.
Can I just say I love that that the one question on how to help you has caused this much chaos. It's
I cannot express to you the level of inner conflict I have because it's two very different answers.
Yes.
I love that you guys set me up for that, and that it was just like, all right. So
We all convene.
I'm assuming that the 3 that are up top are coming back down, correct? All right.
Yes. Yeah, we're bringing.
Well, the other 2 were already in the survivor camp that was outside of Ultha Orthiad, so you're just coming down. Is all. You're
Yeah,
doing.
We're all meeting at the survivor camp.
we're bringing.
So all of you guys meet up.
Mhm.
All right. We're all here. Now we can all hold up fingers.
Did you find fingers? Did you find?
Oh,
Why did you find fingers? You should have been finding tinfoil.
I got you a hat. Over here. Wilder, give me the hat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Here you go.
that's wrong.
Here is a hat for
Yes.
you.
Emran, roll a
Emran.
D100 for me, please.
Just stole it.
Is this a tinfoil hat? It's another 78. Wild. Nope, I'm sorry, it's an 18.
It's an 8.
I can't read numbers.
Very
The 7 was right next to it, though. If the light hit it just right, that I was like, that's a 7.
This is kind of like a lady's. It looks kind of like a lady's hat from the 1920s, with a big.
Like it's got the little like.
It's got a big old
cage.
peacock feather coming out of the top of it, sort of thing. Like,
Like it's like that bowl with the lace and the feather.
Fascinator. That the lace in front of the eyes is called
Yeah.
fascinator.
Yeah. This is interesting.
Do you put it on your? Do you put it on? When
No,
you hand it to you? Okay.
certainly did not.
Okay.
You should try it on.
She will just hold it.
I think it would look very nice.
It's not
I
really
don't-
her style.
There's no tinfoil.
Oh, we got that
on
too.
this hat.
We have that.
I see. Why are we holding up fingers?
But we talked with the others, with the drow. Who talked with the drow? And they said that we can choose to get new arms, or we can have their
Pardon?
the armory,
Oh, I see.
or look at their books and stuff.
So we're going to the armory then?
We haven't voted yet.
We came to vote.
Obviously.
We came to cast our votes and vote someone off the island.
So we're voting the books off the island.
Oh,
Yes.
well,
Where's Callum?
Hi.
We're here.
goodbye, Callum.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
goodbye, Pooh.
I didn't
Thank
get
you.
to say that
Yeah,
earlier.
earlier. He hung up.
I
It was
needed
rude.
closure.
Thank you. Hi again.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright.
I don't think we should vote the books off the island, personally. I think
Why would
that's rude.
No, they're not even our books. That would be like taking a whole library and just.
Okay.
I assumed this was just an analogy, not literal.
Settle
Yes.
down. I have the solution.
Oh, you don't.
Going to the
Lounge
armory?
Chance. Yep.
Yes, but perhaps if I may, perhaps if we are taking a vote, I also have 55 other votes, as I have conscripted some of the people of Towerfall that would probably like to be armed.
Yes, we have an army.
Oh,
Nice work.
do we also have a hull?
Unfortunately, we have me,
Same thing.
which is
It's not
pretty
unfortunate.
close. Yes, I can't rage. Fighter.
I can rage.
Mira, do you want this hat?
Hemorrhoid will hold it out.
Sure.
Oh, goody.
I will just hold the hat.
You're just holding it.
Thanks.
That's,
both
that's
just, like,
not-
holding
that's
it,
not where you
just
put a hat.
thanks.
You're supposed to wear it. Aileen, do you want this hat?
Sure, Pooh. Aileen will put on the hat.
Thank the gods.
All right, Aileen. As soon as you put on this hat,
You die.
You suddenly know how to talk to birds, dragons, and serpents.
I can talk to dragons?
This is the perfect hat.
Aileen, it looks very nice on you.
Well,
Very
thank you.
fetching.
It definitely suits you.
It's a statement.
It's something.
She's bona fide.
This hat says that I am a woman not afraid of anything.
Oh, that's what my hat says too.
But you're a woman not afraid of
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Okay. You raise a good point about the people and need in armaments for them.
Yes, I thought so.
I think that's a good point. I changed my vote.
Really think
But
an army with arms is more likely to kill Carrick than a research team.
Yes.
Yeah, but magic. It's with the magic. I want the books. It's fine. I have a deep sense of confliction.
Now Callum's got a point there. There's magic. Magic.
Maybe they'll let you come back and study, Callum.
Do you think they would? Do you think
If
that's an
you-
option?
I mean, you were very good at sucking up.
Thank you. I pride myself on that.
You do well, especially when it comes to the drought. So I think that might, if we all survive, or you survive, we all don't have
Well,
to
I don't
survive.
like that. Don't like that caveat on the sentence, but
If you survive, then I don't see why you couldn't come and try and sweet talk your way into the libraries.
I see.
All right. I'm going to. Can we vote?
I suppose.
Okay.
This for everybody at home, I just want to point out this is the exact moment where Pooh has to make a decision between Callum and Emran as far as who his priority is.
And both of them are aware.
I'm just pointing this out. Like, this is a massive moment for Pooh right now.
It's a pretty big moment for Callum too, I'm not gonna lie. It's not as big for M.
All right. You go first, Obog.
Okay, I hate magic, but I feel like magic will work better with Carrick, so I say magic however that comes. I don't know if they have magic weapons. If they have magic weapons, fine.
Scrolls or bowls? Scrolls or bowls? I don't know. That's arms or
Books or hooks?
books or hooks. I like that one.
Yeah,
Nice, Callum.
wonderful. Right, well, which one?
Yes.
Well, that's not helpful. You have to vote for one of them.
Why can't I vote for both?
I'm voting for arms, just so
Hooks.
we're clear.
Hooks.
Yeah, for hooks. Right.
Hooks.
One for hooks. One for hooks.
I'm voting for
Eileen.
books.
Since we have people who don't have anything to fight with, but they're willing to fight, I'm gonna go with hooks.
Was that hooks?
Good with hooks. Indeed.
2 for hooks.
I also would like to vote for hooks.
3 for hooks.
Yes, it's the only answer that makes sense.
4 for hooks. I was going to say books, I think.
I was also going to say books, personally.
So 2 for books, 4 for hooks.
Hey,
Or about
Callum,
you're the tiebreaker. Yeah.
I had an idea.
Is it dangerous for me?
It's dangerous for us, you and I.
Oh, wonderful.
What if?
You're my second right-hand man. I mean, I'm your second right-hand man.
Do you have
I
two
mean,
right
I
hands?
would be
Your
your
left-hand man.
I would be your right-hand man second.
Okay, sure.
Left.
Right. Okay.
Left.
So, idea.
Mhm.
What if we tell the drow arms, hooks, hooks.
Right. Well, we might have to say armory to them. I don't think they'll know.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
But maybe you and I, who are good at, Mara, who are good at kind of the being quiet, sneaky thing.
Uh-huh.
Actually,
May-
my thing too.
That's true. He's very good
Yeah,
at
but-
sneaking.
Yeah, but we need smaller people this time, Pooh. Not to exclude, but I think smaller people would be good. But I'm thinking maybe the 3 of us go in, rummage through some of the scrolls and books and things, get what we need, and get out.
Okay, but like if they find out,
Sounds like an awful idea.
yeah, well, they hate me because I really want to come back. And I'm pretty sure if I go into this fight knowing they hate me, it'll be a devastating blow for me personally.
Okay, fine. I thought I'd
Look,
throw
but
it
I-
out there. I threw it
but-
out there, and
like,
you
I
said no.
don't-
That's fine. Nope.
Thank you.
I do
for
have
sharing.
Pass Without Trace ready to go most of the time, so I...
So far, the hooks have it.
I'm just saying, it's a way to beat the system, kind of, if we don't get caught.
Yeah.
If we knew where the armory, I mean, the archives were, it's a big city.
Seems like a low chance of success.
We're in a big building.
Okay, fine.
Are-
You know what? I'm not in charge anymore.
Our rogue takes the initiative to be a rogue, and everybody shoots him down.
We all don't want to
I
get
really
into the
really
drama.
want to. I just really like them.
No, I don't want to hurt Callum's feelings or his chance of being with a drow person at some point in the future if we ever live that long. Fine. It was an idea.
Wait.
You guys said no. That's fine.
Is this
It's good. Just
Are we talking about
Move on.
love now?
no.
I'd rather
Definitely
not.
Okay,
with you.
just making sure.
Yeah. Ooh,
Well,
okay.
here's what I'm saying.
There's-
No. Yeah.
Let me sit on that for a minute, Pooh. Okay. So Hooks wins. Is this where we're at? I'm
Hooks
assuming
win, yes.
Emran's people pro weaponry.
What was our head count, Imran?
55.
We need to make sure that we somehow carry that many weapons back.
I suppose we shall bring them with us.
I would assume they could all stand in a line and you just hand things out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't
That seems
know.
best.
You get a sword. You get a sword. You get a dagger. You get a shovel.
Rather than use my sending stone, Callum's going to cast sending in his head to Wilder. I'll just say, hi, it's me, Callum. Okay, but what if we did? That's it. You can reply to this message. I don't have 25 more words to say. I can keep going if you want, but I stopped counting. So I don't know when the message is going to...
Wilder just subtly winks and nods at Callum. Doesn't actually reply.
That's rude. First you hang up on
mentally.
me, and then you don't reply to my message. Batten 1,000.
Communication skills.
Let's make good
Alright.
choices.
So, I guess, yeah, I mean,
Oh yeah, my left pocket has... Hi, it's me, Callum. We would like access to the armory. Also, we have 55 more people that need to be armed. Is that okay?
Oh, now you ask.
We
Yes,
can
that-
go until then.
You get a response like, yes, that's fine. That was probably about as many people as they would have sent with you anyway, and they would have had to have been armed in the first place, so that evens out.
Wonderful. We're good to go, everybody. Should we meet you now or wait until the morning?
Whatever serves your purposes best.
I think we do it now. I think we go now.
We can go now.
That long since we got up this morning.
That's true. Let's go now and get some weapons. And then we can...
We got at least another podcasting before
We can figure out how many of these 55 people know how to use the weapons. And then we can all take a nap and then go kill Carrick.
And also...
What's this face you're making?
Are you constipated again, Pooh? It's that peanut butter pie, isn't it?
Oh, I'm so
No,
sorry.
I was just saying.
What are you saying though? I don't.
You got,
I don't know.
you have something in
Hold
your
on, 2
eye.
words.
Pooh, are you trying to flirt? Are you practicing?
Are you?
No,
I don't appreciate it.
I don't.
I mean, I'm a bit confused because I thought we were just friends, but
Moving forward
Okay.
to the armory. Yes, and definitely not the library.
right.
Of course not.
Obviously,
Yes, we don't
we
need.
voted. I guess we just
Bring all
I think-
55 people and us.
yeah, let's start going that way.
Hold a parade.
All right, you get there and they begin to dispense weapons to you, and pretty much they load up your garrison with +1 swords
We have a garrison.
and shields.
And bow?
Yeah, you get a +1 bow.
Good, I don't plan on using it a single time I have magic. But just in case, you never know. Is there like a bunch of people passing stuff out, or just like Servius is here?
It's basically like an armory where they have a clerk at the front who is cataloging the items that are being dispensed.
But not like a bunch of people.
No, not a bunch of people.
Like we are the bunch of people.
Yes.
Alright, I'm just gonna look at Wilder.
I'm gonna look at Callum.
Keep in mind this is an audio format, so no one knows what these looks mean.
We don't know what these looks mean. We're just making eye contact for prolonged periods of time. We give the little nod, nudge, everyone's distracted look.
Yeah. So just real quick, if I were to cast invisibility, does that enhance cast with or pass without trace? Does that help at all? I guess that's what I'm asking.
I think people have disadvantage to see you. I don't know if we have advantage at hiding, if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
I will, however, cast Pass Without Trace on the two of us.
All right. So,
Either way.
yeah, I'll go ahead and cast invisibility as well. Let me just make sure. Just making sure I'm not casting it at too high of a level.
17th.
25.
Okay.
31.
Okay, it's cast.
Perfect.
So
We
none of us
vanish.
can tell you disappeared.
Well, technically speaking, I suppose you could tell we disappeared. You just couldn't tell where we disappeared to.
Another podcast.
Committing crimes.
Oh no.
Real crime podcast.
So yeah, Mayra, in a move that you have done yourself, you notice that 2 of your supporting cast has disappeared.
Mayra's supporting cast.
Jeez, man. Okay.
The only reason why Mayra notices is because she's familiar with the trade.
Vocational.
Yeah, no one else in this party is used to surveying their surroundings.
Yeah.
And
No, I'm
side
talking-
up.
Oh,
Whatever.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna sidle up to Aileen. I don't know what you're doing, Aileen.
I'm making sure that things get passed out correctly and that nobody cuts the fingers off.
So I just come up behind her and casually join in the handing out of things. So
Emwyn is, as this is happening, Emwyn's like assessing ability of how people are taking these swords.
okay. You and I will have a fun mini game later, but
And
let's get through this conversation.
She's putting a little mark on the back of them when they're not looking. B-A.
Absolute D.
I think some of our friends have decided to take matters into their own hands.
That doesn't surprise me.
As long as
Would it be the fanboy?
What's the two that you don't see?
Alien looks around.
Make a perception check. Because there is a crowd of people right now, so.
I mean, that's fair.
And she's short.
I am short. 19.
Yeah, you definitely notice that Wilder and Callum aren't on the visual spectrum anymore.
Honestly, that doesn't really surprise me, but let's try to keep that.
We just need to make sure that everyone here is occupied long enough to not notice.
Mm-hmm. So let's continue with the dispensing and the whatnot.
All right. With that said, Emran,
Yes.
roll a D100 for me again.
Again?
Again!
Oh boy. 57.
Of the 55 people that you have recruited and handed weapons to your discerning eye, you would assume probably only about 31 of them actually know what they're doing with the swords, and even that is to a debatable degree.
Are any of them magic users, or are most of them just like low-level fighter types?
It's hard to tell, given that you're just meeting them for the first time right now, and you didn't actually...
I would like to submit that I met each one of them individually to recruit them to this.
Okay,
but
did you ask them, are you a magic user? Blah, 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 all that?
just kind of like what she said at the beginning, and however they would have responded in that conversation would have gone. So I'm sure each person kind of... People like to talk about themselves. I don't know. Whatever certain people would have said.
I would say, from what you were able to glean, not many of them are magic users, and none of them are very high level.
Solid. All right, well.
This seems to be...
In war, there must be sacrifices.
This is wow, callous. This is a smattering kind of the average man stepping up to defend his homestead more than it is a group of skilled warriors stepping forth to vanquish an enemy.
Are any of them holding the sword by the blade?
At least two of them.
yeah. I mean, there's a couple in every group.
There's that person that goes, "Is it sharp?" Oh, it's sharp. All right. She's just gonna, give up. As people get their weapons, usher them back out to start giving them kind of the, "Here's how you swing a sword. Please don't die" speech.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Emran and Wilder. Not Emran.
Does not wish to be a part of this.
Callum and Wilder.
Aye.
Fancy boys.
Fancy boys.
What you doing?
Sneak into the library archive.
I'm gonna
thing.
keep a hand on Wilder's shoulder so I don't lose him.
Okay.
I cannot see him.
Do you know where the archives are?
Oh, I lied. I can see him. I have true sight. I have blind sight. This is great. No, we're gonna go look around for something that has library on it. Just kidding. For something that, we're just gonna try and find it. That's all.
Okay, how are you gonna go about trying to find it?
We're gonna do like I would expect to do in any castle. Try to find a place that looks boring. Or see if they have signs or anything like that marking certain areas.
Yeah, I would definitely say signage would be something that we would look for first and foremost.
Okay, do either of you read Undercommon?
Nope.
One moment. I was speaking it a while ago. Where, we should have bought Pooh, because he can read anything.
No, he can't. We determined that already, too.
He can read. He can't speak it. He can read it.
No, he
is exactly
other way. He can speak it. He just can't read it.
I thought he had eyes.
He does have eyes.
Thank you. I thought his thing was like eyes of something.
No, that was what we ran in. That was what we ran into in the 2 sessions ago.
Yeah, but I thought he was trying to read something because it was written on the...
He was trying to read something. That's how we found out he can't read every language.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, just kidding. Pooh would be no help here. Nope, I don't read Undercommon. And
I would
don't
also
have a spell for this.
I Wilder would also keep an eye out for any thieves' camp that might indicate where we're at.
Interesting. Roll.
I haven't used that one yet.
No, you haven't. I'm a little bit taken back. That would be an incredibly appropriate use of that skill. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
25.
All right. You do see some what to the common person just looks like a couple scritches into the wall. It almost looks like someone was moving a table through here and rubbed up against the wall, but to your discerning eye, it's actually kind of pointing the way to like the treasury.
Can you remind me what my spectacles of insight do? As I have those, and I don't have it written down.
They, if I remember right, see, this is why you should write things down.
This is why you should give me item cards.
Yeah, well, we don't exactly have a VTT that we're using at the moment either, so...
Yeah, I am in Roll20 right now.
I'm not! So, if I remember right, they give you insight. They give you advantage on insight checks against the intentions of other people.
Oh, well, that's not helpful. All right. I put them on anyway, just for fun. It makes me look smarter.
But nobody can see you right now, so...
But I feel smarter.
All right.
So it's fine. It's all about your self-worth.
But yeah, you see something pointing out the treasury. You see something pointing out the throne room and the sleeping quarters of certain individuals. And then eventually you see something that says something to the effect of archive or library.
Hey, Callum, this way.
Well, you're visible now.
No.
Yeah,
wait.
You talked.
That's not how invisibility works.
Yeah,
Sure
unless
does.
it's greater invisibility. Pretty sure if you talk, you become visible.
The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. That's it.
Oh, never mind. Great. I can see you though, so you can just point and I can...
Pointing.
I can see you.
So yeah, we're gonna make our way that way and obviously look for any guard persons and whatnot.
Keep an eye out for that.
All right. You make your way down to where the...
Down.
You good there, Squid?
Walking fast.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And I miss you.
I'm good.
All right. So you guys get to the archive, and there is just row after row of books and scrolls, and there are many male drow who are cataloging and filing these throughout the archive.
Is it all in Undercommon, or are there various languages about?
You would have to pick something up to look at
I'm
it.
like looking at covers and whatnot.
Or
Or spines, I should say.
I would say there's a lot that is in Undercoven, but this is more of a repository of knowledge more than it is a place where the general public would come to peruse.
I'm just going to quietly start going up and down aisles, looking for anything that jumps out at me.
Do they use the Drowy decimal system?
Is it because
JS
JS isn't here? So
That's exactly why I said that.
okay, so what would jump out at you, Callum? Because I can't judge that for you.
Anything alive probably would jump out at me. Also, anything specifically like magic spell related, like if there are spell books of some variety, and or if anything talks about planar travel and eldritch horrors eating people.
Okay. While you are looking, I need you to make a dexterity save.
Oh, is it jumping out at me?
You're jumping out of the way of something.
It was really alarming when I looked at my sheet and it was Emran's and not Callum's. That is a 17.
Okay, you just narrowly jump out of the gaze of the main eye of a cousin of the beholder species. This one's called a book holder, and
Sick.
and it has spectacles on all of its many eye stalks.
And he looks very smart, so it works.
He does look very smart, but the anti-magic field coming off of that central eye is still a trait that it has, which makes it useful for cataloging cursed books that shouldn't be observed. So you narrowly dodge out of its view. Wilder, are you staying near Callum, or are you doing something else?
Yeah, I would say I'm staying close to Callum.
All right, then I need you to make a dex save as well.
Okay, I can do that. Butt nuggets. That's an 11.
Yeah, you, however, do not. At Callum, you watch as when this book holder comes around the corner, Wilder comes 100% into view. What are you doing here?
Is this not the restroom? Sorry, I'm here visiting with friends. We were actually at the armory gearing up for some things, and I really had to go, so I excused myself and all that. So, sorry, could you point me in the right direction?
I need you to make a deception check, please.
That was a nat 20. That was a nat 20.
What's the
The
nat?
man really gotta pee.
26 total.
Okay. It floats up to you and follow me, please.
Thank you so much. Little human bladders and all.
And it leads Wilder out of the room. You are by yourself, Callum.
Oh boy. I'm gonna try and do this mildly faster.
I need you to make an investigation check, please.
Oh good, me and my +0, I'm pretty sure. Let me give that a little... Yes, it is. Ooh, okay. Hold on. That's a pretty solid 9.
Tell you what, I will let you find one thing of one of the things you just described to me that you're looking for. But
I think primarily he'll be looking for spell scrolls.
Spell scrolls.
Because they'll be easiest to spot.
All right. I need you to roll. Do you have an automatic roller, or do you just have the dice rolls?
I do. I have D20 open, so I can...
Roll a D9 for me, please.
If this is a 1, I swear I'm leaving this call immediately. It's a 3.
All right. I need you to roll a D17 for me, please.
An 8.
Okay. You managed to grab a scroll of vampiric touch.
Not a bad spell. One of my other clerics used it all the time. Wonderful.
Are you gonna try to find anything else, or?
I think I will continue to try to be stealthy and look for one more.
Okay.
Push my luck.
Roll investigation.
14.
Okay. I will let you pick 2 more of whatever you are looking for. I like going about it this way because then I don't have to be the person who chooses what you get, and I don't have to rack my brain over what it is. A cat walks past you in the archives and meows a greeting to you as it goes by.
It's the library cat. I think I'm going to stick with scrolls and then get out of Dodge.
Okay. I need you to roll another D9.
8.
There you go. Roll a D20 for me, please.
A 1.
Oh. You got a scroll of Illusory Dragon.
Hey, you can talk to those. Illusory Dragon.
That may have just made my night. The fact that I can talk to dragons.
Hey, there you go. And then roll another D20. Not D20. Roll another D9 for me, please.
4.
And a D18, please.
18, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
3.
Man, if this was Call of Cthulhu, you'd be just rolling bombs. You got a scroll of Confusion.
See, this is the land of confusion. Cool.
All right. You hear a shuffling coming back up the aisle. But are you gonna hang out and see what it is, or are you?
Did the book holder shuffle when it moved?
No.
I will try to go to, like you do the meet cute in the library when I'm going to the opposite shelf, but I want to look through just to see what's coming up. While also being stealthy, mind you.
Okay. All right.
It's the most beautiful looking drow I've ever seen.
No.
This is the moment.
No.
We fall in love. Our eyes meet.
No. You see...
It's the model on the cover of the book that I have?
No, it's an adolescent dragon.
Like a dragon.
Yes.
Not like a dragonborn, like a whole dragon.
Yes. It is wearing.
Alien, get in the library now.
it is wearing spectacles. And it is polychromatic. In fact, go ahead and roll either a nature or an arcana check.
Man, these dice suck. Not from Sage's Portal. Nature or arcana?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, it's a +0 or a +0. So I think I'm going to go with the +0 to my 2.
Yeah, you weren't certain what kind of dragon this is.
That's a dragon. Hey, that's a dragon. I barely know it's a dragon. I'm not going to lie to you. Could just be a big lizard. I don't know.
But as you watch it in its majesty, it's fluidly moving over the bookcases, sorting books and putting them away in fluid motions.
I'm just going to take a mental picture of this dragon in my brain. A little snapshot. And then yeet. All
right. By about this time, when you make your way back to the crowd, they're about done dispensing with the armor.
The Mulan cutscene is over and they've all been made into men.
Make a man out of poo.
Wilder is also back amongst them as well, and apparently the library cat followed you.
He did.
Alrighty, I think we're all ready to go.
Good deal.
Callum, did you bring a friend?
Yeah. I got a cat.
I don't think we can take that with us.
I think Carrick is afraid of cats.
Is he?
I don't know why I think that. I just really want to bring the cat with us.
That's a big baby.
He's pretty big. He's almost as big as Carrick.
He's a chunky boy.
That is a big cat. That could be helpful. I vote yes.
Is it a battle cat?
Well, as far as I can tell, it doesn't have claws, so no.
It's got teeth, right?
Definitely not, then.
I don't think so.
If it's
Seems
not
like
if it's
Carrick
not a
could be
battle
allergic.
cat, I feel like it might just be cruel.
Well, he left. He seemed uninterested in coming, so.
Oh well, like a cat does.
Okay, no cat.
Oh well, heartbroken again. They love you and leave you.
Yes.
Yeah, well.
Ain't that just the way?
We share a knowing nod.
Okay. Emran, sorry, I had to step out for the restroom. Do they have any like magic equipment that we could borrow?
You're asking me if they have magic equipment.
That's what I asked.
Of the people you could ask here, you have come to me to ask if they have magic equipment.
Well, you're kind of the person they're dealing with, so you're the one checking out all their things.
I am mostly just checking out that these people can hold a sword the proper way, which is a challenge and maybe magic in and of itself, but it's not perhaps the magic you are looking for. I don't know, to answer your question. I have no idea if they have magic.
I can ask someone. Excuse me, sir. Sir.
Who are you talking to?
That's a hat rack.
Oh.
I walk over to the page guy.
No, he's not there. But if you're talking about the clerk that was issuing.
Yeah. That guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. My friend here.
And I talk to him in Drow. Because I can understand and stuff.
You mean Undercommon, but yes, I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
My friend here is wondering, if there would be a magical weapon for him. He's kind of the pokey, stabby sort.
Well, we did give you, +1 swords for your army. That's a lot of magical weapons.
Oh, yes. Totally agree.
So I'm just double checking.
Are you stating
making
that
sure
our contribution to your cause has been insufficient?
No.
So
very sufficient.
I had to step out very briefly, restroom and all.
He just wanted to make sure. we weren't missing anything
Right.
that was being offered. But,
Very well then. Is our transaction complete?
guys, is our transaction complete?
I believe so.
Yes.
I believe so.
Thank you very much.
And he brings the slider down over the desk, and you hear latching on the other side.
Gonna take that as a no. All right then.
Sorry, Wilder.
That's all right. Yeah, you try, but it's okay. They've helped quite a bit.
All right, well, we've got an army that is armed. We've got them ourselves without hats and with hats and foil. I think we're ready.
You think? Think we're ready for this?
Emran, are the people ready?
I'm going to not answer that question and say that we should go regardless. Perhaps after sleeping, and we can spend the rest of the day training. And I hesitate to use the word training because it seems an insufficient word to really encapsulate what we will be doing, which is much akin to taking an ocean and trying to throw a child into it to teach them to swim for the first time and then leaving them there. But
don't do that.
Is that not how it's supposed to be done? Because it's totally the way it was done for me. I'm terrified of the water, by the way.
That explains a lot.
Indeed, it does.
Doesn't it, though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody make a perception check.
Okay. Nope. Not even close.
Natural 20.
Nope.
Hold, please.
25.
25 for Callum as well. And if I get all my sheets to open back up. 16 for Emran.
Mayra got a nat 1.
Woof. Too busy watching Emran.
What did you get, Aileen?
I got, hang on, a 13, unless you want to give me advantage since we're all rolling.
Nope. Everybody except for Pooh, Mayra, and Aileen. You guys notice that Callum has a cat that is constantly circling around his feet now.
This is my cat now. I've decided to name him George.
The cat meows, and it sounds like a meow to everybody except for Callum. And for some reason, Aileen, you just notice the cat as it meows, because in your ears you hear a voice say, "What are you doing with my scrolls?"
Oh. I'm sorry. Are you talking to me?
Are you talking to the cat?
I think I am.
Are you talking
Aileen,
to me?
you heard what the cat said.
Oh, I
Aileen.
did? Okay.
Yeah, for some reason.
You were the only one that heard what. Oh wait.
Aileen and Callum. Everybody else has heard it.
Meow.
Except for Pooh and Mira.
Pooh and Mara heard the meow at that point.
Definitely didn't.
Oh, it's a kitty. Again.
It came back.
The cat
What
came
a cute
back.
little guy.
It
Can I
can't come
pet
with
him?
us.
Can I pet you, little kitty?
The cat starts to climb up Callum's legs.
Ow. Ow. Claws. Ow.
What are you
Ow.
doing?
I thought you
What
said
are
it
you
didn't have
doing with my
claws.
scrolls?
This must be a different one. Hello. I'm sorry. You must not be George then. Do you have a name?
It's Pooh. My name's Pooh.
Again, Aileen, you heard him ask about scrolls, and everybody else heard meows.
Callum,
Uh-huh.
did you hear a voice from that cat?
Yep.
Do you have what it's looking for?
I would like to not answer that question because it's on my leg dangerously close to...
Your knees.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Do you have a name? Can I ask what your name is? I'm Callum.
It's Pooh. It's Pooh.
Oh, hi,
I
Pooh.
said that.
I'm talking to the cat.
Answer my question first.
Could you repeat the question? Because I've kind of forgotten if you asked, do you have my scrolls, or why do you have my scrolls?
I didn't ask that question.
Or perhaps you said, what are you doing with my scrolls? I don't actually remember which of the three it was.
Nope. Never said that either.
This cat climbs up to your shoulder.
Okay, that's awful close to my face.
Gets right next to your ear, and so you hear the.
That's a real good purr.
And you just hear it in your
That
ear.
tickles. Oh.
What are you doing with my scrolls?
Okay, yes. So here's the thing. I've got to kill a god.
As you turn your head to look at this cat to talk to it, you notice its eyes aren't the eyes of a cat.
I try not to look at the eyes of a cat.
You.
I'm also wearing my spectacles. I'd like to know if it wants to kill me.
It's not happy with you.
Okay.
There is an agelessness to this thing's eyes.
Could I ask you a question while you're here? Do you know anything about big eldritch beings between space-time that want to eat all the world named Carrick?
I know many things about many things. I also know you have raided my horde.
I'm very sorry about that.
Do cats have horns?
I don't think this is a cat. Oh, Aileen, I saw a dragon, and I'm pretty sure that's what this is.
You saw it? You think this is a dragon?
Yeah. Well, now, you know what? In this moment right now, I'm realizing what I look like when I met the drow.
They're going crazy, Mira. They're crazy.
Mr. Dragon.
That's a cat.
Mr. Dragon,
His name's
Cat.
George.
may I pet you?
It just cocks its head sideways and looks at you like in a way that only a cat face can express, that it is so disinterested in you and yet so completely disgusted that you have taken the time to give it any kind of attention, that you are beneath its awareness.
Understandable. I'm gonna try to pet it.
I don't think that's a
My
good idea.
body! Callum takes slashing damage.
Well, can Aileen even reach Callum's shoulder?
Oh, that's a good point. Probably not. He's a tall boy.
I'm disinclined to, and this isn't exactly a skinny cat. Like, this is one of them big old
Solomon.
Ragdoll cats.
This is like one of those English blue cats. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Roll for
It's like me trying to put
allergies.
Solomon on my shoulder.
No, better yet. This thing is basically a Maine Coon.
Oh,
It's a big
those I know
boy.
what they are. That's a big
That's
boy.
a big boy. Ow. I'd be one. Hi, once again, very nice to meet you. Callum. Trying to kill a god, as I said, which is what I was looking at the spell scrolls for. Very sorry, not entirely sure I could even use them if I wanted to. Would love to. They seem very cool. Very sorry that I took them without asking. You weren't around, couldn't have the opportunity. What's your name?
I hate that. Thank you so much for that.
I thought his name was George.
Something tells me I've made a mistake.
Oh, Bug, this is crazy, right? They're being crazy, right?
This is a catastrophe.
They clearly know something we don't.
Aileen's like hopping to try and touch the cat.
And then you can stand him on back
You need to,
if you really want to pet the cat.
suicide.
My name is Grivrith.
Grivrith. There, I got it out.
Could I bother to ask you how you spell that?
With
I'm
a
gonna put it in the
PH.
chat for you.
Thank you.
G-R-Y. No, Y.
PH.
P-
It's like Keith.
Trust me, that was the more agreeable of the list that came up for me.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you, Grivrith. Very sorry that it's under these circumstances. Is there something I can do to kind of, like, I would say appease whatever it is that's happened, but also I'm about to fight a god, so my level of appeasing people is kind of real low at the moment. But if there's something I could do for you, or if you want to come help, you could, or if you know anything about him that would help us kill him, that'd be great.
Let's go somewhere private and we can parlay.
I've never been more nervous to hear that said to me in my life. Mostly because it's never been said to me in my life.
We'll follow.
I will head somewhere more private.
We'll all come with you.
I was gonna say, are we?
It'll be
Are we?
nice and
Are we? Are we going
Oh
somewhere?
no, me and the cat need alone time. Don't worry about it.
You just met the cat.
Yeah, what's going on
Do you know
here?
where this cat's been?
Well, you only met Emryn for a short amount of time and you wanted to be with her instead of me, so whatever, it's fine.
Oh,
savage!
Why would the boy die?
All right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
we can sit and wait, I guess.
Okay. Was that?
I think we're alone now.
while we're waiting. We're not following. I'm going to attune to my hat.
Okay.
I'm gonna attune to my hat too.
Everyone's going to die of embarrassment, if that's an option.
Callum's gonna attune to the cat.
I am going to attune to the cat. How long does it take to attune to a cat? 4 to 6 years?
Cat.
I would say at least, right? On a good day.
Celeste, you said Aileen, you said you were following
Oh,
Callum?
yes.
Are you trying to be stealthy about it, or
No.
not at all? All right. Yeah, so you get to a dark corner outside of the camp, and the cat jumps off of your shoulder, and he begins to morph into a very large perloid ancient dragon.
Oh my. I feel like the result is just like, oh, I'm just going to bow to this thing. That seems appropriate right now. I'm going to hope it doesn't eat me.
Aileen, if you want to identify what kind of dragon this is, roll either a nature or arcana check.
18.
You know this dragon as a very rare specimen. It is called a bookworm. And instead of gold, it hoards information.
So me.
Books. Because it believes information to be power. You also know that they basically are living repositories of near infinite information.
Aileen is going to follow suit of Callum.
Now, about raiding my horde.
Yeah, about that. It was kind of, I don't usually say this lightly, but a necessary evil, I suppose. I'm trying really hard not to be evil as of late. But
you
end of
felt
the world.
my horde was sufficient to be evil with.
Not necessarily that.
If I may,
Please.
it's not, I don't know what you did, but it's not so much that we plan evil, it's that we are trying to take down an evil.
Yeah.
Speak plainly or don't speak at all.
We have to kill something that is essentially a god that's trying to kill the world.
And
I happen to not be a god, so,
we're not entirely sure we are powerful enough to do so.
Yeah, that.
And you felt these 3 paltry scrolls would empower you to kill a god.
No, not really, but I thought it would get us on the way. And I didn't have time to read the whole library, because that seems like a very long time, and I've only recently learned how to read, I'm pretty sure, so...
You went to the library?
He went to my horde.
Yeah, the archives. To be fair, at the time I didn't know it was your horde, which isn't, like an excuse for, taking from it, because I took from it regardless. It's just that I didn't know I was taking from you, so it wasn't as though I was attempting a personal slight in that way. It was more of just a general slight to everyone that owned it, I suppose.
My horde is my horde. I provide access to the Dark Elves, as their patronage to me amuses me, and thus I allow them to peruse my collection, but it belongs to me.
Yes, I seem to be a bit behind. Is all the books are your horde, then?
They are mine.
Okay. Do you read them and stuff?
I have read.
Or do you just keep them?
Both.
I see. Why?
Information is power. The more information one can accumulate, the more power they have over the world around them.
That is a very logical idea.
I suppose. Are you trying to control the world, then?
I do not want the world. That is far too great an ambition.
Do you know what I've been... Yeah, it seems like a...
I merely want
rough goal.
My domain.
I, once again, may not be understanding, and also maybe a bit... forgive me for being so upfront, I suppose, but I'm beginning to realize a lot lately that people that try to control information aren't really helping anyone, including themselves.
He's not trying to control information. He just wants it for himself and lets other people have access.
Doesn't sound like a lot of people are having access, though, does it?
You will notice I had made no mention to you until you left with my scrolls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. It's just the whole, like you saying that it's your information, I think, is the more confusing part for me, because I feel like information's kind of just information. It's not owned, so to speak. I do apologize for taking the physical scrolls. I'm not entirely sure how to use them yet. That's why I did. And again, the whole preparing for a fight in the morning thing. Wouldn't have taken them. Otherwise, would have been happy to stay there and read for a very long time, but I don't think we or this plane have a very long time left. So, bit of a time crunch.
It's staring at you with very little empathy for what you're saying right now.
Yeah. You seemed to say you knew things about a lot of things, given that information's your hoard. Do you know who Carrick is?
I am aware.
Do you know what's happening up there?
I do.
You don't seem concerned about it, which is making me concerned. I see. May I ask why?
It just continues to stare at you.
Alright, I'm going to go with I can't ask why then. Which is a shame because it's one of my favourite questions to ask.
I would like my scrolls.
Right, yeah. I will be happy to give them to you. That I have just gotten and added to my sheet. I mean, my bag. Is there, again, batting 1,000, you seem real invested in this conversation and the world in general. I'm sure you've lived a long and happy life, and it's not much of a concern for you. I haven't. Kind of want to. Is there anything you could provide from your source of information in your brain that would be helpful?
As you hand him,
as I'm like pulling out the scrolls.
As you hand him the scrolls and you place them into his claw, they vanish as they touch his hand. You get the feeling that they have been sent back to his hoard, and he true morphs back into a cat again, and then climbs up your legs.
Ow.
And up onto your shoulders again. And as he curls up around your neck, you hear him ask, "And what is it that you would like to know?" As you again hear the
Can he die?
Everything dies.
Is it possible for us to kill him?
Anything can kill anything.
Do we have what we need?
A good deal of what you need is fate, and fate is not a commodity that I deal with, because fate deals with chaos, and in that event, everything lies as a gamble.
How would you define entropy?
Entropy is the flow of all organization to come to disorder.
Would you say it's chaos?
A natural form of it.
Okay. Oh, that's a big cat. There's another one. He also tried to climb on a shoulder. What a boy. Okay, this might seem like a big change of course. Do you know where I could find the Fates?
To my understanding, the Fates have left this realm. They had
this realm or this plane, because I can go to different planes. That's not a problem.
This realm. Apparently there was a pocket in another realm that was created by a scientist of sorts playing with temporal science that needed correction.
Is it possible to get to them?
Perhaps. But if time to read was a concern for you, the time dilation between the two realms might be a bit much.
It just kind of feels like we went in a circle, because we said, do we have what we need? And you said fate, but we don't deal with fate, and then fate only deals with chaos, but fate's not even here. But I am, and I'm kind of chaos. Even present aspect aside. Also, my friend's pretty chaotic as well. Together.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah. So, not feeling super hopeful. Do you know where I could find some of that? That'd be nice.
I deal in information. That is what I do.
Well, the more I've learned about the book I've been reading, the more hope I've had, so I suppose those can be interchangeable. Have you read this book? Do you have one of them in your library?
Which translation?
Well, I don't know which one Stumblefoot used, but I find that I'm partial to this ESV.
It is the best version.
You know, I thought the same. I couldn't really understand the other one I was reading. But great, you've read it. Wonderful. Great. Okay, well...
Did you not want to know about this Carrick of whom you were asking, or was this just
I do.
Was this just a passing question?
Oh no, I do want to know, because we're literally going tomorrow to his door to say, hello, we're here, time to die. So anything you might be able to tell me? Favorite color? Is he afraid of anything? Allergic to something?
The bookworm chuckles.
I made it laugh, Eileen. He's old and I made him laugh.
No.
I could die happy now, which I might tomorrow. Well, I won't be happy tomorrow. I'm not
You
going to lie.
might today. You have a dragon on your shoulder.
The night is young.
Carrick. The word Carrick is a perversion of a word from this realm, once known as Karen.
Karen. I've met a few of those.
Apparently, that which was Karen came from this realm either a long time ago or very recently, as falling to the realm between realms is a timeless activity. It has happened, is happening, and will happen all at once.
Yeah, I've learned a lot about time recently. I was time for a short amount of time.
Time does not exist.
Or maybe a long
there.
I was time for an infinite amount of time, maybe, if you want to get into...
Do we want to talk about you, or did you want to talk about Carrick?
I still want to talk about Karen and Carrick, personally. You will find that I like to ride running commentary on everything I'm hearing.
He does like to talk.
But it has been said that Carrick fell into the space between spaces and, consumed with madness of a moral perfection, has deemed the utter destruction of all organization that it does not see fit.
That sounds very Karen-like.
Indeed.
And so, to seek its own perfection, it intends to consume all that is and make it an acceptable variant by including itself and pushing its own will unto those whom it devours.
So, if we just put a big mirror in front of it and say, look at all your flaws, will that help?
It sees itself perfect.
If we get one of those funhouse mirrors. Right. Okay. Well, this has been very enlightening and also very frightening. It's brought me no closer to feeling confident about the morning. Aileen, any ideas?
Would you want to come with us? She says for purely unselfish reasons.
Would you like to come with us and sit on my lap?
You can sit on my head. I don't care.
I will come as a mere observer and nothing more.
I will be happy with your company.
Interesting. All right. Well, okay. Yeah. Could you provide running commentary during the fight? Because that might be on the sidelines. Just you're doing great. Because I find that words of affirmation are really good for me.
Silence, mortal. It is now time for my nap.
Well, all right. I just look at Aileen we can't talk anymore. So I shrug and walk back to the group.
Aileen is not going to follow.
As you begin to walk, and he goes, by the way, tell nobody about me.
Okay. Well, yep. Sounds good.
And on that note, it is 10 o'clock where Celeste is. She did say that she does need to stop by 10, and I want to try to respect that as much as I can because it's actually 15 minutes after 10 there. So
there's a dragon, so I'll let it slide.
Thank everybody for listening. Hope you had fun. This was a little bit goofy, but I was able to do a little bit of a lore dump. There has been some speculation amongst the crew already as to what it all means. So yeah, between now and when this episode finally launches, if you are a patron, please throw throw your theories in our chat. So with that being said, thank you everybody so much for listening. Please like, rate, and subscribe on whatever podcast platform you listen on. Maybe leave a comment. You know, comments are good.
Yeah.
Talk to us, interact. We'd love to
No.
interact with you. But that being said, thanks so much for listening, and stay fresh, cheese
Good
bags.
night.
Good night.
You have been listening to the Playing Games with Strangers podcast with the voices of John Harju, Catherine Serwinski, Dave Clements, J.S. Earls, Celeste Mora, Josiah Crandall, Eric Campagno, and Steve MacDonald. The theme music was written and performed by Steve Arthur, used with permission. Find more of his music on Facebook or wherever you purchase music digitally. Please review this podcast wherever you download it from to help other podcasters find our podcast and join our community. And once again, thank you for listening.
A massive thanks to our Blade Level patrons, Julie Earls, Aaron Peckham, Josh Clements, Branson Boykin, Debbie Roth, Matthew Cosby, Random Encounters, and Indubitably. Learn more and see how you can support the show by going to patreon.com/playinggameswithstrangers.